morning. Greetings, friends, and welcome to the Brightside, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality, to your health, to your well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to the Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on the Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 27 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity, skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it is simply the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your calls on the Bright Side. Our number is 855-660-4261. 855-660-4261 if you've got questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs. If you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program. If you have questions about the longevity products, 855-660-4261 is our number. Try to get on board early so we can squeeze in as many calls as we can in the second segment of our program, 855-660-4261. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products that you hear us advertise or recommend on the program, you can give the Brightside Ben phone team a call at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask about the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, as well as the Healthy Start Pack, the Osteomag, the Ultimate EFAs, the Biolumin Nightly Essence. You can also read up on them at BrightSideBen.com by pulling down on the shopping cart on the upper left-hand corner of the menu, pulling down on the drop-down menu, I should say, on the upper left-hand corner of the page at BrightSideBen.com. You can also click on the Join the Team link if you want to start a business for a one-time $10 fee. You can help me in my mission to educate the world about the importance of nutritional supplementation, a good nutritional supplement program. You can get your products at the wholesale price, and for a one-time $10 fee, you can also enjoy all the tax benefits associated with owning your own business. Also want to encourage you to check out my blog, pharmacistben.com, which we update regularly with news stories as well as blog posts. Thank you to my webmaster, Robert Lundgren. And if you're in the Bay Area, this Friday, March the 7th, I will be doing a talk in Santa Cruz, California, my home away from home, at the Vintage Faith Church, 6:30 p.m. That's at the Vintage Faith Church in Santa Cruz. And if you're in the Denver area, I'll be doing a talk on Sunday at the College of International Aesthetics. We're going to be talking about nutrition and detox. We're focusing on the skin, and we'll be talking to a lot of skincare professionals. But if you're in the Denver area, you might want to check that out as well. That's this Sunday, March the 9th, at the College of International Aesthetics. And if you're interested, you can send me an email, ben@ksco.com, and I'll give you the scoop on that. All right. Welcome to the Bright Side, friends. We're talking a little bit about fasting. We're going to get into talking about cysteine and connective tissue. We'll definitely continue. There's a lot of things I want to tell you about cysteine. Cysteine is so amazing for hair, for skin, for detox. And it also has a downside. It also has a toxic side to it, and we'll talk about that. But I want to finish up on this idea of fasting for you guys doing Lent. I've been getting a bunch of emails about people wanting me to address fasting. So here's a couple more things I want to say about how you can use fasting for improving health, longevity, decreasing disease, decreasing inflammation, feeling better, losing weight, etc. One of the most important things about fasting we left off talking about on the program yesterday was the idea that fasting can strengthen insulin, potentize insulin. The notion of insulin resistance is really a big problem. As we get older, our body stops listening to insulin, but it doesn't stop listening to insulin. It doesn't stop listening to insulin evenly. It stops listening to insulin's effects on feeding cells. So as cells stop listening to insulin, they become less able to get nutrients, which means, of course, that they can't do their job as effectively. Essentially, they're starving insulin resistance will ultimately lead to cell starvation. Unfortunately, insulin's effects on fat cells continue. So even though cells stop listening to insulin's effects on feeding them, they still listen to insulin's effects on fattening them. So we get our cells, and ultimately us, end up being starved, but still being fat. We are the starving obese, and our cells are the starving obese, and this is largely because of this phenomena of insulin resistance. Doctors call all the things that are associated with insulin resistance metabolic syndrome, which basically means everything goes wrong in the body, and that indeed is what can happen when cells become starved secondary following insulin resistance. Just fasting 1 or 2 days, that's it, can help reset insulin sensitivity. Even caloric restriction, just eating less calories, or limiting our intake of fast-burning, highly caloric foods, breads and pastas and cereals, can really affect the sensitivity of insulin, can really improve the sensitivity of insulin. You can also use supplements to sensitize your insulin. This is where the Sweeties from Longevity really excels. Chromium and vanadium, and zinc for that matter, are three really important minerals for sensitizing insulin. You'll get chromium and vanadium in the Sweeties product from Longevity. The B vitamins can also improve insulin sensitivity, most especially thiamine and niacin, vitamins B1 and B3. Even alpha-lipoic acid is really is a big-time insulin sensitizer. 400 milligrams of alpha-lipoic acid a day can be a great way to sensitize your insulin. Alpha-lipoic acid is also important for the liver. Alpha-lipoic acid is one of the most important antioxidants in the body. Alpha-lipoic acid is really interesting. It's got a water-soluble side to it, and it's got a fat-soluble side to it. In fact, alpha-lipoic acid is the only antioxidant that can affect the fatty components of the body, the cell membrane, for example, the nervous system, and it can also affect the water-soluble part of the body, the inside part of a cell, and that makes alpha-lipoic acid a super, mega important antioxidant and nutritional supplement, maybe 400 to 600 milligrams a day. It's especially important for folks dealing with liver problems, and it's especially important for folks dealing with insulin or blood sugar problems too. Elevated insulin will make it harder to lose weight. Remember, insulin's a cell-feeding hormone. Insulin feeds cells amino acids. It feeds cells fats. It feeds cells nutrients and vitamins and sugar, especially sugar. Insulin, it's one of insulin's main roles is to feed cells sugar. When cells get lots of sugar, they store it, and this is especially notable in the cells we call fat cells. Fat cells are specialized to turn sugar into fat and then store it. Elevations in insulin will make it harder to lose weight because it will make it harder for the body to burn fat. Insulin acts to suppress fat burning. It encourages fat storage. Remember, it's an up-regulating substance. It's supposed to increase the energy inside a cell. So it's not going to encourage fat burning. It's going to encourage fat storage. That means the more insulin you got going on, the more insulin resistance you got going on, the less fat burning you're going to have. Conversely, keeping your insulin secretion stable and low and resensitizing your body to insulin is a great fat-burning strategy. It's a great bodybuilding strategy. Professional bodybuilders or anyone serious about muscle building is aware of and probably taking advantage of this idea of intermittent fasting for enhancing muscle development via insulin resensitizing. There's also a genetic component to fasting, a genetic component to the bodybuilding effects of fasting. Not eating for an extended period of time, even for a day or two, turns on genes that build muscle. How do you like that? Not eating for a day or not eating for two turns on bodybuilding, muscle-building genetics. This activation of genes, these genes, by the way, are called sirtuins, and we're just starting to learn about sirtuins, S-I-R-T-U-I-N-S. Sirtuins are anti-aging, muscle-building genes that are activated by our behaviors. That's called epigenetics, folks. Epigenetics is the idea that we can do things in our lives, we can eat things, we can use nutritional supplements, we can exercise, we can relax, we can deep breathe, and all of these will literally change our genetics. Doc Wallach's new book is all about this. It's called Epigenetics. Well, you can, in epigenetic style, you can actually turn on bodybuilding and muscle-building genes, sirtuins, anti-aging genes, by intermittent fasting. How do you like that? All right, got more to say about fasting. We'll talk when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Brightside, and we'll be back after this.
Pharmacist Ben Fuchs has learned the importance of good fats for good health. Good fats are essential fatty acids, and they're called essential because they're necessary for good health. That's why he uses Ultimate EFAs from Longevity.
Among the fats, the most powerful are two fats that are referred to as essential fatty acids. Now, nothing in the world of nutrition is more important than essential fatty acids. The word essential means you better get it in your diet or you're in big trouble. Essential fatty acids are perhaps the most multifunctional and versatile of all the essential nutrients. Essential fatty acids are not just important for the heart. They're important for everything in the body.
To get the essential fatty acids that are so important to your body, order Ultimate EFAs from Longevity by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
Hi, this is Steve Spillum for Midas Resources. In 1971, President Nixon took the United States off the gold standard and put us into a fiat currency. This allowed Congress and the Federal Reserve to create trillions of dollars out of thin air. The national debt has risen to incredible heights, and your hard-earned dollars by a small fraction of what they once did. The average life expectancy for a fiat currency is 27 years. The dollar is failing and on borrowed time. When currencies fall, people turn to gold and silver because gold and silver have been real money for more than 5,000 years. It is our mission at Midas Resources to help you preserve your capital. Don't let your personal savings shrink to nothing. For important free information on how you can protect your personal wealth, contact me, Steve Spillum, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 308. Call today while we are still accepting dollars for gold and silver. 1-800-686-2237, extension 308. Make a change in your financial security today. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 308.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, listen carefully. Sweeping changes to IRS policies will help more people than ever eliminate their tax debts once and for all. And now, I can help you reduce or eliminate your tax debts and end your tax nightmare. Hi, I'm Dan Pilla. I've helped thousands of people reduce and eliminate tax debts they couldn't pay, and after more than 30 years of experience dealing with the IRS, I can tell you there's no such thing as a hopeless tax case. And with the IRS's new policies, it's easier than ever to put your tax debt behind you once and for all. Call now at 800-346-6829 to learn how I can help you. You know your IRS debt will not go away by itself, but you don't have to live in fear anymore. Call 800-346-6829. Learn how I can help you eliminate wage and bank levies, release tax liens, and negotiate a settlement with the IRS that will put your tax nightmare behind you forever. Call 800-34-NO-TAX or go to taxhelponline.com. That's taxhelponline.com.
We are America's largest independently owned communications network, GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for being here. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central, 24/7 on the archive page, which you'll find at brightsideben.com. You'll also find a shopping cart and a Join the Team link that you can click on if you want to start a longevity business. If you're in the Santa Cruz area, I want to encourage you all to come out to check out my talk at the Vintage Faith Church this Friday, March the 7th at 6:30 p.m. at the Vintage Faith Church in Santa Cruz, California. And if you're in the Denver area, I'll be doing a nutrition and detox talk at the College of International Aesthetics. It'll be focused on skincare, and it's basically for skincare professionals. But if you're in the Denver area, I can give you some of the details if you want to come by. Send me an email, ben@ksco.com. All right.